Good morning, Facebook and YouTube. Welcome to July 8th, 2022. The date's 7/8, and we're being drum nerds and we're learning the time signature 7/8. So on July 4th, I was a drum nerd on that day too, and I got into 7/4. So we talked about what exactly 7/4 means and different time signatures and whatnot. So just to recap, we have the top number, which tells you how many beats per measure. The bottom number tells you what type of note gets the beat. So in 7/4, 7 notes per measure, and the quarter note gets the beat. Today for 7/8, we have 7 notes per measure, 7 beats per measure, and the 8th note gets the beat. So why does that make a difference, and how does that even apply practically? So I want to show you one way that this applies practically and why it matters and how it makes a difference. So I'm just going to compare 7/4, 7/8, and even 7/16, which can be hard to count just because the 16th note becomes the numbers that you're counting. So what would originally be 1 E and 2 E and, you're now counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So what I'm going to do to demonstrate this is I'm going to play a beat in 4/4, just super straightforward, simple rock beat. And I'm going to switch between that and 7/4, that and 7/8, back and 7/16. Because a lot of times in music, you're not just playing one time signature, as you're probably aware. So you have to know how to switch time signatures in context, like where you're coming from and where you're going, and just how that can vary. So let's take a look. So first, we're doing 4/4 to 7/4. Let's try it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and switch and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 1. Back to 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now let's switch to 7/8. 1, 2, ready, switch. 1 and 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 and 2. We're back to 4. Sorry, I messed up on some of the counting. Okay, now we're going to try 7/16. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1. Sorry, I'm going to redo this. Making a little mistake. Some mistakes. Look, I'm human, okay? All right, so 7/16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So notice that I mean, it's just me, but I gave up on the counting almost right away just because it's so hard to count that fast that it doesn't always make sense to count all of the numbers. So I'm thinking of a rhythm that's that is a group of 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm just thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the bum, bum, back, 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 bum, bum, back. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Sorry, we're in 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 7/16. Bum, bum, back, the 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 bum. So pardon those mess ups. This is a live video, but I hope that gives you some context to see how when you're in 4/4, and you switch to 7/4, the measure gets longer. Go back to 4/4, and when you switch to 7/8, it chops off an 8th note, so it's just a little shorter. And then when we go back to 4 and go to 7/16, it really cuts the measure down because you only have 1 E and 2 E and. And then that's the new measure. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's that. I find that to be helpful. And also, who knows, if a high schooler is watching this or middle schooler, take band if you can, because this will be second nature to you. I have students who are in band or orchestra, and they don't even have to think about this. So they have that advantage to other musicians where changing time signatures and counting and understanding meter are very ingrained in their heads. So if you can, try to join band or orchestra. Okay, so we're taking a look at 3 songs like I did on July 4th. And of course, these 3 songs are in 7/8. So I'm just going to play with the counting click like last time. And I mentioned that I'm using the counting click because I want any drummers who are new to odd times to really hear where I am and understand where I am in the measure. So the first one is from the movie Whiplash. It's that title track. I know it was written by someone before the movie came out, but I don't have the info. The tempo is 2/16.
1.
So let's check this out. 2/16. And this is kind of a cool ghost notey type groove. This is after the intro. I'm playing the verse, kind of the main verse part. 2/16. Here we go. So it sounds like this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's try it without the click if that's too obnoxious. All right, let me slow it down. All right, next song is by a friend, Madison Cunningham. She has a new album coming out in September, which you should be sure to check out. Her music is excellent, and she's a crazy talented songwriter, singer, guitarist, composer. So this song is called Pin It Down. The drummer's name is Abe Rounds, and he plays a left-hand conga part. So he's actually playing the whole pattern with one stick. So I just turned it into like the main idea that we have on the kit with 2 hands. I'm not going to do the conga part. Sorry about that. And the tempo is 168. This is a very groove-oriented song, kind of funky, slower, laid-back feel. The drummer's playing a little bit of an upbeat accent on the hi-hat. Sounds like this. Let's check it out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's hone in on what my right hand is doing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to take a closer look at what happens if you keep this accent of groups of 2 repeating over a bar of 7, because you run into a little problem there at the end. We're going to look at that next. So you have the option of either looping this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, which is what this drummer is doing. Or our next song is by Sting. The drummer is Vinnie Colaiuta. It would be really hard to talk about odd times and making stuff feel good without bringing up Vinnie's name. Vinnie Colaiuta, if you don't know who he is, then you have some homework to do. One of my faves for sure, and he's influenced, entire generations of drummers. He's such a legend. One thing he's done in the odd time world that is really creative and has kind of revolutionized a lot of drummers' approaches is that he took that idea of having a constant pattern of 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, instead of breaking it up and restarting at beat 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. He took that and put it over the bar line in the second bar, so it becomes the upbeats, and it just has this constant. So the listener is hearing this clear pulse that isn't changing, like kind of like a more choppy odd time thing. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. That people don't latch onto that as much because the pulse kind of like flip flops and it's not as easy to follow. So if I know the story correctly, I believe Sting might have even had this idea before Vinny did. But yeah, I listened to this interview and I think that may be the case, but don't quote me on that. So this song is called St. Augustine in Hell. I don't know the context of the tune. I'm sure there's some story behind it, but the tempo is the same, 168. And let's just take a look and then we'll dive in.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4.
Okay, so as you can see, the pattern was, the ride bell pattern was doing bun, da, da, bun, da, da, dun. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It's awesome. So creative and such a neat approach to make odd time feel less odd. So let's slow this down. Actually, I'm going to play it without the 16th rhythm. And I'm just going to play eighths here just so we can focus on the kick and snare pattern. It sounds like this. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And then the ride bell pattern added in there sounds like this. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5. So if you want to be able to play this, you have to be able to play. I'm just going to make this into 4. You have to be able to play this first. And then you have to be able to play the upbeat version of that. Sorry, that was in 7. It'll sound like this. And then, of course, putting it all together. And that's the whole thing. So I'm going to leave it with that. We have those 3 songs. And yeah, just very cool stuff. If you want to dig in further to this whole topic and concept, you should definitely listen to 10 Summoner's Tales by Sting. Just brilliant drumming. It's a legendary album that Vinny Colaiuta plays on. It's so inspiring, such amazing stuff. So check that out. If you want to grow your skills on the drums this summer, be sure to contact me, spencerkimlessons.com. I'd love to help you grow and tackle those, whatever your goals are. I'm here to help you. So if you got anything out of this video, please like and share it, and I will see you on the next one.